What's up, people? I'm 2.0, once again, here to bring you one of the greatest voice actors of all time, Mr. Kyle Hebert.
Cool, man.
Welcome back.
Great to be back, my friend. Great to be back, man. It's Melbourne, Australia. How could I turn that down?
Well, it's been a while since we've seen you, and some new things have popped up in your life.
The past couple of years, yeah.
Some epic animes, and one of the #1 grossing animated features of all time.
Oh, yeah, man. Talk about lucky, man. Getting to be on Wreck-It Ralph.
Oh, woo! I just have to say, I went and saw that movie, and I saw Kyle Hebert. I was like, I met that guy.
Man, if Disney came to me, that was the cool part. It's like, you know, what they could have done was just get anybody or get some celebrity to do it. And it's like, no, the people that wrote this movie, they knew how important it is to get the actual voices of these iconic characters. So that was one of the coolest phone calls I ever got. My agent goes, Disney wants you. I said, yes, tell them yes. It's not even about the money. It's just about, I want to be on a Disney movie, and this is the coolest loophole ever.
Oh, well, I have to say, for Disney movies, this is one of the best I've ever seen. I mean, they actually stuck to the video game mythos for every fan.
Yeah.
And you just did a phenomenal job as Rio, as you always do.
Thank you.
But we have to talk fairy tale.
Oh, fairy tale. Ah, okay.
Because every one of us in the AnimeBallZ family are fairy tale fanatics.
Oh, that's cool. I know Todd Habercorn is a big fanatic, so much to the point that he got the tattoo.
Well, when we interviewed him that was last year, I think. He did the Natsu voice, and we melted because of the fire, of course.
I mean, my involvement with fairy tale is so minimal, though. You know, I'm just a Vulcan.
I know, but even the smallest part counts.
Ah, well, thank you very much. I like to say that I am contributing something, no matter how small, into the bigger piece of the puzzle.
But to go from a hero that like Gohan or like Kiba, but then to go to a villain like Aizen.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Now, I'm not much of a Bleach fan, I have to admit, but Aizen is the biggest badass of all, and he actually made me stand Bleach.
Wow. Okay. Well, thank you for that. I remember trying out for him all 7.5 years ago, and the audition side said, he's mysterious and creepy, but friendly. And I started channeling the voice of the computer from 2001: A Space Odyssey. It's like, I'm sorry, Dave, I can't do that. He's such a friendly computer, and yet he pulls the plug and kills all the astronauts on board. He pulls the plug on their life support system.
And I think that's what makes the best villain, is the ones that you love, because you would never expected to see it coming.
Oh yeah. And this was one of the grand turns, I guess, as it were, and so much fun to play. And I love it because it's also a very soothing, calm voice to do. It's not hard to do at all, so I don't have to yell and scream. Didn't have to do that until, just a few months ago with the epic showdown between Ichigo and Aizen, where he starts to metamorphose, into other forms of himself. And
well, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, a lot of fun. So the voice changes, gets a little more aggro, and
but word the grapevine is that you have a pretty big part in a very, very popular anime, Blue Exorcist.
Blue Exorcist, yeah. Ryuji, or Bon, as his friends call him. Yeah.
Unfortunately, in Australia, we haven't gotten the release in English yet.
Oh, what a shame, because in the States, the first part of season 1 has come out on Blu-ray and DVD, so hopefully, Madman or one of the companies down here can get it down here.
Well, we've got the license to it, but the
Okay.
DVDs they've released are only got the Japanese dub on it.
Oh, wow.
So that's why we're waiting for them to release the English, because myself, I can enjoy a Japanese dub, but
Sure.
I grew up watching shows like Cheese TV, which had Dragon Ball Z in English, and had Pokemon and Card Captors and all of that, as well as Toonami and Adult Swim.
Yeah.
So I like to watch both sides.
Well, thank you for that. I know some people are hardcore one or the other, and I'm just like, pick the version you want, but don't hate on the other side. You know, let's be a community. Let's stand together instead of dividing and everything.
And I have to thank you for my most epic guilty pleasure,
Okay.
the Great Saiyaman.
He's pretty dorky.
I love the guy. Like I think that arc is the best arc Dragon Ball Z ever released because it goes back to the original Dragon Ball style. It's not always about lasers, power-ups, and fights.
Right.
There's a bit of adventure there and a bit of mischief.
Mm-hmm.
And when Gohan is starting to go back to school, he's figuring something new out. And
Yeah.
so that's what I liked about that. And I think you played a really, really good job on that.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. I had a blast, not only because it focused on the character that I landed, Gohan, as a teenager, but it was, I think, a nice shift in tone to go from the Cell Saga, which was very long and drawn out and very serious and cool, mind you, but it's just a refreshing breath of fresh air, you know, just to try something a little bit different, just for a little bit.
Now here's a little quiz question for you. Who do you think would win out of a fight between Chi-Chi or Videl? Because either way, Gohan loses.
You're so right. God, I don't know. I know he would valiantly try to stand between the two, but he would get his butt handed to him by both ladies. So honestly, I think, because Vidal's tough. You know, she's young, she has her youth on her side, but
How is
man,
she related to Hercule?
I know. That must have been a one-night stand that we just don't know about. I'm still trying to figure out who the mom is with Ox King. Who married that dude?
Oh boy, marry me. Let's make babies.
And they're like, what? I'm not sleeping with that thing. It's big as an elephant.
Unfortunately, we're going to run out of time.
Oh.
I'm so sorry.
Oh.
But hopefully you'll come back again because we love having you on this show.
Thank you.
And thanks again for the standby for AnimeBallZ that you did for us.
AnimeBallZ, the coolest show in town.
Catch you on the flip side.